So let's just talk for a minute about the primary documents in our estate plan. First is the trust. The trust is a document that says who's going to be the trustee in charge of your assets if you die, who's going to be the beneficiary or beneficiaries who inherit your assets if you die. So that trust agreement causes the assets that are in the trust to pass automatically on death to the person or people that you've named in your trust agreement. Now, if you're married, then typically what most people do is have the assets continue to be in the trust where the surviving spouse is the sole trustee and beneficiary. But when the surviving spouse dies, then the trust provides who inherits at that time. So that's the trust. Now, we also prepare a document called Certification of Trust. That's a short document, but it's something that you give people whenever they ask for your trust agreement, because you don't want to give people your trust agreement. It's confidential, and so they'll be happy if you give them the certification of trust because it says who the trustee is and the date of the trust and the name of the trust and the trustee's powers. So the next document we prepare is called healthcare power of attorney. And this is a document that says who's going to be the person to make medical decisions for you if you can't. So if you're in a coma and you can't talk to the doctor's going to ask the person first in line on your healthcare list, should I operate or not operate? Then we prepare a HIPAA authorization that also gives your healthcare agents the right to get information about you from the doctors. Because there's a federal law called HIPAA that says the doctors can't just willy-nilly give out information about a patient. Then we do a last will and testament. The only purpose of the last will and testament is it says that if you die and there's any assets that are not in your trust, then put those assets into the trust. So if a probate's necessary, the end result of the probate is the assets that went through probate are put into the trust.